Hello, my name is Zhivago Duncan. I'm a Syrian-American visual artist. I work in many different mediums: painting, sculpture, installation. I am the current resident at the DC Foundation here in Miami. And right now I'm going to take you through a journey in cleaning brushes. Well, myth has always been very important to me from when I was a child. I loved these stories of, we lived in Hawaii for a few years, but it was very forming years for me. I had a very difficult time in school because I was bullied, but I had a really beautiful time in life because I was very connected to nature and to the beach and like the jungles in Maui. We used to go hiking a lot, and I had a couple of local friends, and they would tell us all of the myths. I guess it's somehow in my DNA in some weird way, this like mythology, and I've always been interested in Greek mythology. There's a reflection in my imagery. There's some kind of thing that's there in these recent paintings. So I'm a very sensitive human. I know that my appearance might seem otherwise, but I'm really sensitive to my surroundings, and I can feel and understand things very quickly. And moving around definitely has an effect on the work, and it's something I've been very aware of for many years. You know, for example, when I was in art school, I was a very wild painter. When I was in Germany, I realized this, and I thought, okay, this is going to be really good for me to tighten my practice and to really break through and no longer be this Tasmanian devil that was just, exploding paint everywhere and painting from a very emotional standpoint, but to really refine and it's what happened. My work went into these very project-based ideas. So I'd have a concept, and then I start to work based upon that concept, and I would do it for about a year or two, and then I would change. And I went through a lot of searching, and so in a sense, places do really have a difference. And I've been in Mexico. And I was in Mexico City for a long time, and my work reflected over the last few years. The way that my practice goes is I have a certain attention span. Because of the way my brain functions, really hyperactive, and I have difficulty in paying attention to things for very long periods of time, except if I'm obsessed with things. I have an obsessive personality. And so generally what happens is I jump around from a lot of projects at the same time, and I over the course of my life, I've understood my cadence. And so the way that I work is I understand when I can start something and when I can't start something, and I understand what some of my ideas that I have for installations and bigger projects, they tend to sit and brew for maybe a decade before I actually make them happen, and then there comes the perfect moment in time. And so the way that my process happens is very organic. Somehow I'm feeling that my first residency, I've been really spoiled. I have a house to myself, I have all the materials I need. It's very comfortable. And it's a really good experience. And I think it is. I'd like to do more residencies. I feel that there's something that's really satisfying about being able to be in a place and experience and work and mostly have a dialogue with a new community. That's been, since I've been here, I've had really incredible studio visits that have happened organically through the residency, also through just being here and going out and seeing shows and meeting new people and being introduced to people. And because I get on a workflow, and then someone comes, and then I have to pause and then I figure out and then get back into the workflow. And so it's been nice. It's been nice to have these discussions, and this, as I said, this is a very beautiful house, and it's very easy to work here. I love Miami. I've had this idea a while ago, but I brought it to fruition over here, where I just put a lot of oil paint on top of a canvas, and just etched these drawings into it, which some are, they come from imagery. Some of them are obvious and some of them are not. I really I don't want to talk about the imagery because I feel that in those specific paintings, I want people to have their own experience with the paintings. I don't want to like influence them in any ways. And it's also, I really don't know what to think about them. I made them and I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. All I know is that they're strange and there's something very interesting and unknown about them. They're like mysteries.